You think you've seen it all in WWE? You think you've witnessed every boundary crossed, every line demolished? Well, what happened on the 1st of December edition of Monday Night Raw will make your blood boil, and I guarantee you'll have something to say about this. Liv Morgan didn't just cross the line, she obliterated it, set it on fire, and danced on the ashes. And the worst part? Dominik Mysterio just stood there and took it like an absolute doormat. I'm talking about the slap heard around the wrestling world, followed by a kiss that has every single wrestling fan divided right down the middle. Some of you are calling it genius, others are calling it disgusting. But here's what nobody can deny, this moment has everyone talking, and whether you love Liv Morgan or you absolutely despise what she did, you cannot look away from this train wreck. Before we dive deep into this controversy, let me ask you something in the comments. Do you think Dominik Mysterio deserved that slap, or did Liv Morgan go way too far? Drop your answer below because I'm seeing some absolutely wild takes on social media right now. The setup that nobody saw coming. Let's rewind for a second because this didn't happen in a vacuum. Liv Morgan has been playing mind games with Dominik Mysterio for months now, and every single time, she finds a new way to get under his skin. But more importantly, she's been systematically destroying his relationship, his credibility, and his dignity on live television. And the crazy part? Dominik keeps falling for it. Every single time. Raw opened with Dominik trying to cut a promo, attempting to establish himself as a serious competitor. He's out there talking about respect, talking about the Mysterio legacy, trying to convince the audience that he's more than just a puppet in everyone else's drama. And for about 3 minutes, you almost start to believe him. You almost think, okay, maybe Dom is finally growing up. Maybe he's finally going to stand on his own 2 feet. But then Liv's music hits. The crowd erupts. Half of them are cheering, the other half are booing, but everyone is on their feet because they know something insane is about to go down. Liv struts down that ramp with the confidence of someone who knows she's got Dominik's number, and you can see it in Dom's face, that mixture of fear, confusion, and something else. Something he's trying desperately to hide. The slap that echoed through the arena. Liv gets in the ring, and she's circling Dominik like a predator who's already caught her prey but wants to play with it first. She's talking, running her mouth about how Dominik has been avoiding her, how he's been pretending she doesn't exist, how he's been lying to everyone, including himself, about what really happened between them. And Dominik? He's backing up. The son of one of the greatest high flyers in WWE history is literally backing into the corner like a scared kid. The crowd is eating this up, chanting things I can't even repeat on this channel. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife, and everyone knows something is about to snap. Then it happens. Crack. The slap. Not a worked slap. Not some pulled punch that sounds good on TV. A real slap that you could hear in the cheap seats. Dominik's head snaps to the side, and for a moment, everything freezes. The crowd goes absolutely nuclear. Some people are gasping, some are cheering, some are chanting "You deserve it" at Dominik, and the camera catches this perfect shot of Dom's face, shocked, humiliated, angry, but somehow, not entirely surprised. Here's my question for you, was that slap justified based on everything that's happened between them? Let me know what you think. The kiss that broke their internet. But Liv Morgan wasn't done. Oh no, she was just getting started. Before Dominik can even process what just happened, before he can respond or retaliate or run away, Liv grabs him by the face and plants one on him. Right there, in the middle of the ring, on live television, in front of millions of people watching around the world. And the reaction? Chaos. Pure, unfiltered chaos. The arena sounds like it's going to explode. Social media instantly melts down. Twitter, or X, or whatever we're calling it now, crashes for like 5 minutes because everyone is posting about it simultaneously. The hashtags start trending immediately. #Liv Morgan, #Dominik Mysterio, #RawIsLiv, all of them shooting straight to #1. But here's what makes this moment so controversial. Dominik didn't pull away. He didn't push her off. He didn't immediately act outraged or betrayed. For those few seconds, he just froze. And in that freeze, you could see 1,000 different emotions flashing across his face. Confusion, shock, guilt, and maybe, just maybe, something else that he didn't want anyone to see. The aftermath that nobody's talking about. Now, most channels are going to focus on the shock value. They are going to replay the slap and the kiss 100 times and call it a day. But let's talk about what happened after, because that's where this story gets really interesting. The cameras cut backstage about 20 minutes later, and we see Rhea Ripley. And if looks could kill, everyone in that building would be dead. She's not just angry, she's vibrating with rage. She's throwing things, yelling at production staff, demanding to know where Dominik is. This is a woman who looks like she's about to commit several felonies on live television. And where's Dominik? He's nowhere to be found. The cameras can't locate him. Rhea can't find him. It's like he vanished into thin air because he knows that facing Rhea right now would be a death sentence. The man is literally hiding in his own workplace because he knows there's no explanation, no excuse, no words that are going to make this okay. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan is backstage doing interviews, and she's absolutely loving every second of this chaos. She's smiling, she's laughing, she's acting like she just pulled off the heist of the century. And you know what? In a way, she did. She took Dominik's dignity, his relationship, and his reputation, and she crushed them all in about 60 seconds of television time. Why this matters more than you think. Here's where I'm going to say something that might make some of you mad. This storyline is absolute genius, and it's also completely problematic. It can be both things at the same time. From a storytelling perspective, this is compelling television. It's got drama, it's got tension, it's got characters making decisions that have real consequences. It's got the audience emotionally invested in a way that most storylines never achieve. People care about what happens next. They are arguing about it online, they are making videos about it, they are tuning in every single week to see how this train wreck continues to unfold. But let's also be real, if you reverse the genders in this situation, there would be congressional hearings. Imagine if a male wrestler slapped a female wrestler and then forced a kiss on her in the middle of the ring. The outrage would be immediate and justified. So why are the rules different here? Why are we treating this as entertainment when we'd treat the reverse as assault? And I'm genuinely asking, comment below and tell me, does WWE have a double standard when it comes to physical contact between male and female wrestlers? Should the same rules apply regardless of gender? The Dominik Mysterio problem. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Dominik Mysterio is the worst kind of victim in this scenario because he's not really a victim at all. He's a willing participant who keeps acting shocked when his actions have consequences. This is a guy who has spent months playing both sides. He's with Rhea, but he's giving Liv attention. He's saying one thing but doing another. He's claiming loyalty while his eyes are wandering. And now, when everything blows up in his face, he wants to act surprised? He wants sympathy? The crowd isn't buying it. I'm not buying it. And based on the reactions I'm seeing online, most of you aren't buying it either. Dominik has been playing with fire, and now he's mad that he got burned. He's been stringing along two of the most dangerous women in WWE, thinking he could somehow keep both of them happy, and now he's facing the consequences of his actions. The slap, maybe he earned it. The kiss, that's more complicated, but his reaction to it tells you everything you need to know about where his head really is. Where do we go from here? This storyline is far from over. In fact, I'd argue we're just getting started. Rhea Ripley is out for blood. Liv Morgan is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. And Dominik? He's caught in the middle of something that's about to get so much worse. The question is, what happens at the next pay-per-view? Because you know this is building towards something massive. A match? A confrontation? Some kind of explosive moment that's going to make this slap and kiss look tame by comparison? My prediction? We're heading toward a situation where Dominik is going to have to choose, and both choices end badly for him. If he chooses Rhea, Liv is going to make his life absolute hell. If he chooses Liv, or if he even seems like he's choosing Liv, Rhea is going to destroy him. There's no good outcome here, and honestly, that's what makes this compelling television. Final thoughts. So let's bring this home. The 1st of December Raw will be remembered as the night Liv Morgan slapped and kissed Dominik Mysterio, but it should be remembered as something bigger. The night WWE proved that the most captivating stories are the ones that make us uncomfortable, that challenge our expectations, and that force us to have conversations we might not want to have. Is this storyline perfect? No. Is it problematic in places? Absolutely. But is it effective? You're watching this video, aren't you? You're going to leave a comment, aren't you? You're going to tune in next week to see what happens, aren't you? That's the power of professional wrestling when it's done right or wrong, depending on your perspective. Drop your hottest takes in the comments. Tell me